Hi guys, Mr. Motivator here. Join me live, 12 p.m. every day. I'm going to be tricky. Hands on the weights.
A blast from the past just when we needed him. Mr. Motivator has been back on our screens, keeping the country moving and encouraging us to use our time in lockdown for something good.
I think, you have to focus on what one of the main excuses that people have always used in the past for why they don't do things. They always say, I don't have time. Never, I don't have a pair of trainers. Never, I don't actually have a big t-shirt. I don't have time. I can't fit it in. People have no excuse right now because all the time you're at work begging, pleading for some time off. You've got some time off now. So how you use that is really important. And I say to everyone that what you need to do is, number one, have a goal in mind, what you want to do. Now, the goal may be that you want to swim. That may not be possible right now. Your goal may be that you just really want to run a 5K. That is definitely possible. If you've never run before, how you begin is important. You start by taking that first step. And when you go outside, you say to yourself, I've got an hour to spare. Okay, so I'm going to do 10 minutes in that direction, which means you must do 10 minutes coming back. The day after, I'm going to do 15 minutes in that direction. You must do 15 minutes coming back. Don't go around in circles. Because when you do that, every time you pass your home, you're thinking, that digestive biscuit dunking in my cup of tea is what I need, right? So I think what it is, we need to set our goal and always remember those first three letters of go is go, and then just go for it.
And if you fancy going for it, like Mr. Motivator says, then it's never been easier with his daily online workouts, which this family have been using to help manage their type 1 diabetes.
You guys of the JDRF, you do such a great job every single year.
Since his daughter was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 19, Mr. Motivator has been a supporter of JDRF, a charity which supports people living with the condition and funds research into a cure.
JDRF is something very close to my heart because obviously you may not know my daughter has type 1 diabetes, which to a lot of people when you mention diabetes, they always go, why don't you diet? Why don't you start exercising and stuff like that? Well, we all know that it's actually more than that. So she's had to come to terms with that. So again, that brings on lots of emotional, mental, and physical things to get in control of. And so therefore, I do whatever I can for the Diabetes Association because I believe that it's a message that needs to be sent out there and to get people to understand it a lot more and to get them to realize that your life doesn't stop. Your life actually begins.
Under normal circumstances, Mr. Motivator would be on the road spreading awareness and raising money for JDRF, doing what he does best, which he's still able to do through the lockdown in part with his regular online workouts.
Myself and my son have both got type 1 diabetes. Lockdown is affecting it by it's such a big change of routine, especially for my 9-year-old son. With lockdown, it's quite hard to get enough exercise. If you don't exercise enough, your sugar levels go high. That can lead to all sorts of troubles. I've always loved Mr. Motivator. You literally can't help but be motivated by him. He's just a lovely, lovely, great guy. So yeah, I was really pleased. And my son saw him. And for his first reaction was to laugh, but he thought it was brilliant as well. So he was quite happy to get involved.